right, ladies and gentlemen, how do you get the lightsaber? That's what everybody wants to know. How do you unlock this Praxic blade? Well, I just did it, and boy, oh boy, is this mission fun. If you want to enjoy something blind, I wouldn't recommend watching this mission because I'm going to tell you how to beat certain parts of it that I even myself got stumped on because Bungie knows how to troll. But man, this was everything that I thought it was going to be. They pretty much said, hey, this mission's going to highlight the campaign, and it did. So first step, you're going to want to make it all the way to step 33, and it tells you to do the Praxic temple, and this is where you will start the mission. Once you get this far in the campaign, you'll be able to click on the mission and it will pop up as fire and ice. All right, so when you load into the mission, you're obviously going to traverse deeper and head into these caves. Nothing really crazy here. You're just looking to kill the enemies. To my left where VC is, there's actually a barrier over that door. As you see right there, it's just like a block. So you're going to go in and you're going to go around this corner and try and find the Cabal Major. I went right past him and I didn't kill him, but in this back left corner over here, he's chilling, and you need to pick up the item that he drops to open up the door in front of you. So kill some ads, rinse and repeat. You know the drill here. This will be the console that you interact with, and as you see the items on the ground as the Cabal died, you go ahead and pick this up and interact with the console, and it opens the door for you. Again, this stuff is just self-explanatory, but it's easy to miss. Now you're thinking, this is pretty easy. Well, now we're going to traverse deeper, and you're going to pretty much get your brain fried like I did. Once you enter this room, you're going to pick up the imbalanced octant, and this is where you're probably lost. You don't know how to leave here, but when you climb up here on this platform, there's actually platforms that lead up to it. We thought it was troll, but if you look down, drop through the floor, and then enter this huge jump puzzle. Now, I didn't do this jump puzzle on like Lion Rampants, or I was doing like, you know, any sword skipping or grappling, just to show you that, you know, you could take an easy route. What threw me off here in this part is that you're always traversing deeper and you're following the straight path, and then you get into this huge room where the wall is just going to troll you. But again, make sure you look around here. The scenery is really good. They cooked with this mission. Keep going up, and when you get to this wall here, it's gonna be like booping you off. Make sure that you crouch a lot and make sure that you don't fall. Don't go in that back corner. Follow this route as you see in the video, because again, there's like, you can go 3 different ways, but it's just going to keep trolling you. Watch out for the wall boops. Again, hopefully you're doing this with a eager edge sword, just in case if you do slide off, you can save it. So when you get to the edge here, go ahead and jump and get around to the edge and keep staying on this wall. You could jump up a rock. Obviously there's ways to skip this with grapple, but I just wanted to show you. Stay hugged to this wall and keep running straight. When you get to the corner right here, you'll be able to find a sip through the, like a slit through the wall, run up here, and this is where you're going to get trolled. Pause the video right here where I'm shooting. This is going to pretty much tell you to go down there, and once you go down a few steps, you're going to get put on the outside and get trolled by this wall, and it's going to keep bashing you in the face and could kill you. It's a really good funny troll. Okay, god damn it. The right way to go was right in front of your face the whole time. Just go to the right and keep walking, and when you get into this room, you're actually going to be headed up. This took me a while to find, so it's okay if you got lost in that room. Go ahead and make it to the end here once you climb up, and then go ahead and drop down all the way to the bottom so that you can slide underneath the door. Now this is where you have to be careful, because if your teammate pushes forward too much, you will have to wait for these platforms to reappear. This whole part is a troll, so you could be running into a gate that doesn't appear, and then it appears and it trolls you. You're going to see right here, it just closes me off, so I have to go back and reset my pattern. So again, just take your time and go through here. The correct path is, as you see here, when I'm running up here to the left, I'm going to cut through this and then go straight, and then the exit's right in front of me. When you get to this room, you're actually going to jump up the wall on the side and keep doing the jump puzzle. So follow these platforms all the way to the top. And again, it's pretty self-explanatory here, but again, some people do like the route being shown to them. When you get to this corner, just keep looking up. Now, if you are using grapple, you could probably go a lot quicker, or they like a sanction on a hunter, jump on these platforms and then go to this hole and crouch, and all you're doing is pretty much just walking across the platforms where you were on the ground, but taking this route instead. Look down to your bottom right after you cross this last platform, and there's going to be a hole in the wall on the other side in the bottom right hand corner, and that is the exit. Then you're going to shoot this node and do the same thing when you're in this platform puzzle. If you look outside, you probably see that this is a place where you've already been, but you're just up higher. Watch out for these hobgoblins because they will almost kill you. I should have died here, but hey, you know, Titan for the win. And all you're doing is pretty much going around this whole platform that I'm standing on, and you're trying to find the tower on the other side. So when you get to this other side here, you're going to be jumping on the tower. It doesn't look like there's a jump here, but you just need to go around the side of the building. Again, it kind of confused me here, but you're just going to stand on this edge and look to your left, and there'll be a platform you can land on, and then you're going to jump straight, drop down, and this will put you on the outside, but look, you're above that door where you were before, and this will put you in the next part of the puzzle. So this room is the biggest troll, but also one of the best rooms that they probably put in this whole puzzle. This room is pretty much to show you the light and darkness balance. Now you're going to see two light boobs in the air. Yep, they look like boobs, but there's two lights and two darks. So how do you get white balls and how do you get black balls? Well, as you see here, I killed that Taken Major, and I got Taken Energy Cleave. Now, if I go kill another one, it's going to spawn the white balls, because if you have the buff and you kill a Taken, it's going to spawn white, and if you have the buff and you kill a Cabal, it's going to spawn dark. What you need to do is you need to time the balance of these. You need to throw 3 at one and 3 at the other one, so they pretty much light up at the same time here. If done correctly, your ball should look like this. As you see, the white ball is formed in both of corners because I threw 3 at one and 4 at one and then 4 in the other. For some reason, I noticed in this room that if you like finished one and then you didn't go finish the other one, it would offset them and it would say they're off balance, which makes sense. So as you see right here, I killed the Taken Centurion and I got my cleaved energy, and I immediately go head in the back corner to kill the Cabal. This is how it's going to make the dark blight balls. Now I want to point this out. There is 2 blights that you have to throw at, and if you just spam all the orbs at one, it will not finish. So you kind of want to communicate with your teammate, or if you're solo, to throw one, you know, and fill this up to where it only needs one, like you see there. And then what I want you to do is look in the other corner. The other corner we did not throw it at, and then it unbalanced itself. So I wanted to show you guys the fail here. So what you want to do is you want to have 3 orbs thrown at the one corner and then 3 orbs thrown at the other, so you kind of finish at the same time. So to finish it here, I made sure that I told my teammate, hey, I'm filling mine up. That one's almost done, as you see me looking at it, tossing this one, and I need to throw one more to get it ready. And then finally, we had the orbs in our hand. His was getting ready to finish, and then I would throw mine, and that way we finish all 4. Hopefully that helps you beat this room, because it can be challenging at first. Once you finish that, go ahead and pick up the charge and turn around and go through the portal that opens behind you. Once you come out of the portal, go ahead and use the balance octant and insert it right in front of you. Now the game's going to trip out and it's going to do some yin yang twilight stuff, and it's going to flip upside down, and this is where you're like, holy crap, this is trippy. Go ahead and head through the portal and get ready for the final area. All right, so now you're in the boss room. This boss is pretty simple. All you got to do is damage him, and once he gets to the health gate, you're going to try and find those Cabal little pop-up domes and shoot the middle while you're inside the dome. You guys have seen this mechanic plenty of times. When it pops up, go ahead and take it out. and you can start damaging the boss again. Once you phase him for the second time, go ahead and do the same mechanic on the other side and break this Cabal gadget, whatever you want to call it, and phase the boss once again. So now Bungie trolls us a little bit and adds an old mechanic that we've seen in the previous area of the mission. Once you get him to the final phase, you will need to jump up on some platforms and activate this nut. As you see here, I'm going to jump up and activate this, and all you're going to need to do is kill enemies around the room and find the black taken balls and throw them at the taken blights in the air. Same thing here. When you kill the enemies on each side and they drop the orbs, go ahead and throw it at the taken blight. Fill up both black balls, that's right, those big black balls, and go ahead and take out the boss for the final phase of damage. Once you kill all the enemies in a room, you'll get teleported in, and that is how you get your Praxic blade. Go ahead and grab the 2 chests and then turn around and pick up that special ammo. You will get to go on the outside and do a short tutorial, and it'll teach you how to use this Praxic blade. Now again, a lot of these upgrades are going to be continuing through the campaign in the dungeon, and there's going to be so many ways to unlock cool abilities for this. It's going to just keep getting better, and you can stack it with your abilities and your artifact. So I think we have some high hopes for this lightsaber being really strong. Hopefully this video helped you out and you were able to get this unlocked. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.